Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Victoria here. Today's video is going to be all about hair, so I'm going to be doing a very quick update on my hair like I told you guys I was going to do on my Twitter, and I'm also going to give you guys some tips on how to really maintain your weaves and have your weaves last for years. These are things that I do, so all of my weaves have lasted me for many years because I've done these things. I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on this hair that I currently have on. So this is my Brazilian straight hair from HerHair company, and I've had this hair for about 3 months now, going on 4 months in September. This has been going strong. I had it in a center part like not too long ago. You guys saw I did a hair tutorial on how to achieve like beachy waves, and I also did like a hair update. I can link the video in the description box if that's something you're interested in. But basically it's the same hair that I did that video with, the same hair I currently have on. And yeah, as you can see, it still looks great. It's going really strong, so it's been doing pretty well. Basically the only problem that I'm still experiencing with this hair is dryness, and I mentioned this in my hair tutorial video where I did like a quick update as well. I feel like this hair, compared to the wavy texture that I tried earlier, this hair tends to get drier a lot faster. It doesn't like shed or tangle unless it's like really dry. Once it gets in that like dry state, it gets like a little tangled, like there's a lot of friction going on just because of all the dryness and stuff. So it gets tangled and then it can shed if you like try to run your hands through it. Does that make sense? Yeah, but like once I condition it and I co-wash it, it's nice and it's soft and it doesn't give me any problems. Like, you see how it's just like it's very nice and it's very flowy. Okay, so that's the only problem I've had with this hair for the past 3 months. It's just the dryness. When it's not dry, it does not tangle or shed. You can see I'm running my hands through it and I'm having like no problems. And the hair is just like, it's very nice, very silky. It has this natural healthy luster to it. Like, it's not too shiny where it kind of looks synthetic, and then it's not like dull looking where it just looks like it's hungry like it's needing moisture or something. So it has this natural like luster to it. I haven't put any like serum or oil in it. Like I said, I just washed it, and yeah, so it's been going strong. The hair is really full. Like, the bundles are really full. I have in 4 bundles and a closure. Don't have any split ends in the hair. Like, it's still like the ends still look pretty good. I haven't had to like cut it or anything like that. Yeah, so everything is just going pretty well so far. The only thing, like I said, is the dryness, and to fix that I just wash my hair every 2 weeks. I co-wash the hair, add like lots of conditioner, and I use the Tresemme moisture rich conditioner. That's really good for all your weaves. Honestly, I use that on all my weaves and it's honestly so amazing. I actually use it on my natural hair as well, and it's also pretty good for that. Okay, so that's a quick 3-month update on my Brazilian straight hair from HerHair company. I'll put the link to their website in the description box so you guys can check that out. They're still having their summer sale, so if you want to get some hair for like back to school, now is the best time to actually get it. So yeah, I'll put that link in the description box so you guys should check it out. And yeah, now I'm just going to give you guys a few tips on how to maintain your hair and how to help it last for years to come. So I have some notes on my phone, so if you see me looking down, I'm trying to, you know, look at my notes and just get my thoughts together. Okay, so the first and like the most important thing for me is picking the right hair company to actually buy your hair from. I feel like with this you have to do like a lot of research, because like there's so many places you can buy hair from these days. Like, everybody sells hair. AliExpress has like 1 million vendors on their site, and honestly it's so tricky. Like, you don't even know who's good. Like, some companies have some really great reviews and like some companies have really bad ones. And then sometimes some people get lucky with even with the bad companies and they get really good hair. So like it's very weird, and it's very like it's like a 50-50 kind of thing. So I'll say, you know, do your research and make sure you watch good and bad reviews. Like, the worst reviews, just look for all the bad reviews and watch them, and just, you know, really make sure you're going with like the right company to invest your money in. And I say invest because I feel like weave is honestly an investment, because like I said from the start of this video, weave is not cheap. You spend from $100 to $1,000 on weave, depending on where you decide to buy your weave from. So it's definitely an investment, so definitely do your research. And if you get hair from a really good company, it's going to last you for years. If you get from a bad company, it's not going to last you up to like 2 months. You can watch some of my AliExpress reviews, and you know, I talk about some of my experiences that I had just after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, my hair was looking like a bird's nest. So yeah, but yeah, so the most important thing for me is investing in, you know, the right hair, the right company. Like, make sure you're getting good quality hair, because that's the only way it's going to last you for years. Now the second tip I have is the installation of your hair. So usually when I get my hair done, I get a sew-in like done. I don't usually wear wigs, just because I have this like I have this little phobia for wigs, because I always feel like whenever I'm wearing them out, like it's going to just fall off my head. So I just always sew in my hair. Yeah, so if you're also getting your hair sewn in, make sure the person that's doing your hair does not, like, you know, cut the tracks, like the bundles. Make sure they're not always cutting it and cutting it and cutting it, because shedding is going to definitely increase just by doing that. And then the bundles, like the tracks, are not going to, it's not going to last as long, just because like the way it's been put together is being destroyed. Does that make sense? So make sure you tell the person that's doing your hair not to like cut each track. And you can use the folding method. So, you know, you do one track, you fold it over, go back, the same thing like that until you get to the top of your head. So definitely do that. You can watch some videos on that on YouTube, on, you know, how to do the method. So yeah, and also do not like overpluck your hair or overpluck your closures, because that also damages the closure as well. And once it's damaged, like, you can't really fix it unless you get a new closure. Like, there's really nothing you can do, and closures are not cheap as well, so you want to make sure you maintain that as well. So those are my first 2 tips. Now the third tip I have for you guys: not overload your hair with products. So I know, you know, you want to make sure your hair is nice and shiny all day long, so you put the hair serum, you put the hairspray, you put the gel, put the mousse, maybe you're having like stray hairs flying everywhere, all of that. Like, keep bombarding the hair with product. It actually really dries out the weave. So don't overload your hair with products, especially things like hairspray and all that. Like, I feel like it's not just great for hair. Like, it really dries it out. Okay, so that's my third tip. My fourth tip is to try to avoid heat use as much as possible. So like I said, treat your weave like it's your own natural hair. Would you put all that, like, would you like straighten your hair every day? Would you curl it every day using a curling wand and stuff like that? Treat your weave exactly that same way. Always use a heat protectant if at all you have to use heat on your hair. Yeah, if you can get like bendy rollers, get bendy rollers. Like, say you want to get like curls from your straight hair, use bendy rollers to do that. You can even use straws. Like, people use so many things these days to curl their hair. Like, I've watched so many curling hair tutorials, you guys don't even know. Like, I've seen someone use socks to curl their hair. It's crazy. But yeah, just try to avoid heat as much as you can. Even when you wash your hair, try to air dry it instead of blow drying it, because that, like, heat damages hair like nothing, like so quick. Even like your natural hair, it damages it like really fast. Okay, so just try to avoid heat as much as you can, basically. So the fifth tip I have for you guys is to wash your hair regularly. So let's say you've put so much product in your hair, and you plan on wearing your hair for about a month. You can't go 1 month without washing your hair, and then every single day you put product in it. It's like the hair is just going to become very heavy. Like, it's going to lose its movement. It won't be like nice and flowy like this. Like, do you see I can move my hair? It wouldn't be like that. But yeah, so make sure you wash your hair regularly. That also helps to like preserve the luster of the hair and the texture. If you're someone that puts a lot of product in your hair, always use a shampoo to wash your hair first and then condition it. And you guys should try deep conditioning your weaves as well. I feel like that's also really great for maintaining your hair regularly. So I deep condition my hair whenever I want it to be nice and soft and flowy, and whenever I just feel like it needs to be revived. So when you're washing your hair, use a very good brand of conditioner and shampoo. Don't just use any random brand that you see on the shelves to wash your weaves, because like I said, your weave is expensive, it's an investment, so you don't want to use cheap things in your hair. One brand I really like is Tresemme. Tresemme is actually very affordable, but it's also very, very good. You can find it in Walmart for about, I think, like $4 or $5. The moisture rich collection is amazing for like weaves, hair, like your natural hair. Like, it's just really, really good, so definitely check out that collection. Now the next tip I have for you is to use the right tool to brush out or detangle your hair. Say for example you have curly hair, you can't take a tail comb to start brushing out your curly hair to detangle it. Like, it just doesn't really make sense, just because of like the curls and everything, and the tail comb has really, really tiny spaces between the comb things, and then you want to use that in your head. Like, it's just going to cause a lot of tear with the weave, and it's going to not really like brush it out properly. Like, when you have straight hair, you can use a tail comb to actually comb out your hair if you want, just because the hair is straight, like it doesn't have like, you know, the spirals and stuff like that. Okay, so for example, if you have curly hair, I would say use a wide tooth comb to detangle your hair if you need to, and maybe if you're going for a big look, then you can use like a paddle brush or something if you want, but stay away from like tail combs for curly hair. So use the right tool for the right texture of hair. Another thing is, when you go to bed, wear a silk bonnet. This is something I'm actually guilty of, you know, not doing. I usually just tie my hair up and I just like fall asleep, and I don't really wear like a silk bonnet to go to bed. I don't know, it's just long, but honestly it really, really helps to preserve your hair, because if you don't have like a silk pillowcase, for example, the cotton in like your pillowcase actually causes like a lot of friction in your hair. Like, it basically goes like that with your hair. Like, when you're sleeping, it just causes a lot of friction and makes your hair really, really dry, absorbs a lot of moisture from your hair. So use a silk bonnet or get a silk pillowcase if you're going to, you know, just go to sleep without a bonnet. And yeah, that really, really helps to preserve the longevity of your hair and make sure that it lasts a very, very long time. Another thing is to take out your weave regularly and just, you know, wash your weave and wash your natural hair under. And yeah, because you don't want dandruff and like stuff to build up on the tracks of your hair. Like I said, treat it as if it's your natural hair. You wash your hair regularly, you wouldn't leave it for like a whole month without washing it. So why don't you do the same thing to your weave that you spent money on? Okay, so yeah, wash your hair regularly. And when you take out your hair, say you want it for your 1 month and you're ready to try out a new texture or something, make sure you store your weave properly. So, you know, brush it out, make sure there are no tangles or anything like that. And if you can find like those little silk bags to you know, they usually give them at like weddings and stuff, but I'm sure you can find them in like Michael's or like the dollar store or whatever, and you can just store your weave in there. And like I said, the silk doesn't cause like the friction on the hair compared to like cotton, so the silk is going to preserve the hair and make sure that it lasts for a really, really long time. So yeah, those are the tips that I have for you guys on how to maintain your hair, how to maintain your weave, and make sure that it lasts for a really, really long time, for years and years. I have weave, like my curly weave that I usually wear. Everybody usually asks me, where's your weave from, where's your weave from? But it's like the same one I've had since like 2012. And yeah, every single time I need curly hair, I bring out that weave, I wash it, make sure it's, you know, nice and fresh, and I install it, and it looks just like brand new, looks so good. And yeah, so those are my tips for you guys. I hope you guys find this video helpful. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Okay, so I'll see you all in my next video. Have a wonderful week. God bless you all. Bye.